Hello everyone, so today I'll be talking about Brock Lesnar in the UFC. Now originally this guy was an NCAA Division 1 wrestler and yeah, he did quite well at that. So unlike other MMA, you know, professional wrestling people, WWE people who go to the UFC, he actually had a background and he's actually physically built unlike other MMA people from the WWE. Most of the WWE people that do MMA like Jack Swagger, Bobby Lashley, Batista, Brock Lesnar, you know, they're quite built. They're really hench, and obviously Jack Swagger and Brock Lesnar were both wrestlers in high school and college, so they had really good fundamentals for MMA to improve their game. So yeah, with Brock Lesnar, he did his first fight against Frank Mir, and he dropped Frank Mir, did pretty well, but then because of Frank Mir's Brazilian Jiu Jitsu game, managed to submit him with a leg lock. So that wasn't too good. But yeah, Lesnar. That was a bit of a it's a bit annoying really, his first fight. Like I say, he did better than other people. Well, I'll stop saying other people. CM Punk. He did better than CM Punk did in his first fight. Mind you though, CM Punk did actually last longer, but Lesnar, heavyweight division. I know it's quite uncompetitive, but when those guys hit you or get a submission on you, it hurts a lot more than it hurts when a smaller guy gets a submission on you. So, you know. So yeah, after he fought Frank Mir, he oh yeah, but I remember before, I think he did have another fight, but he beat the guy. I can't remember who it was, but he beat the guy. He submitted punches. He hit him with a load of punches, and the guy tapped out. Then Lesnar fought Heath Herring, and then he actually knocked out TKO Randy Couture. And Lesnar, on the night of the fight, he was probably 280 pounds, even though obviously on the way, I think it said he was 265. That's because he wore to cut down to 265. Then he probably got back up to 280 pounds. And Randy Couture, he was just 220 pounds. So Lesnar had a massive weight, and the guy was 43 as well. The heavyweight division really wasn't competitive back then. But yeah, he did well to beat Randy Couture, I guess. And then he TKO'd Frank Mir at UFC 100, which obviously, he got the win back, really, his first loss. And then he went against this guy called Shane Carwin, and he was on, like, he had 10 first round finishes, I believe. And then he poured it on Lesnar in the first round. I watched the fight on Fight Pass. He just went boom, boom, bashed him to bits. But he was absolutely gassed, and usually a lot of people would just give up. All his other opponents just either gave up or were too hurt to continue. But Lesnar, he didn't give up, he didn't quit, he kept going. And in the second round, yeah, he got a submission on him, arm triangle choke, so yeah, that's good. But the heavyweight division really wasn't that competitive back then. Not Frank Mir, sorry. Randy Couture, in reality, is just a light heavyweight. That's where he won the most matches. That's where he beat the best people. He did well to beat Tim Sylvia at heavyweight, but yeah. So anyway, then some real competition came along. Lesnar fought this guy called Cain Velasquez. For those of you that don't know, he's just a ridiculous talent. He's one of the GOAT heavyweights, one of the best of all time. He's beaten so many people. His trilogy with Junior Dos Santos was just bloody hell insane. He trains at one of the best gyms, aka. So yeah, Cain Velasquez has just beat loads and loads of people. Obviously, because he trained so hard and he's had some injuries, he isn't as good as he was before. But when he fought Lesnar, he was in his prime. He's just a beast. He's definitely one of the GOAT heavyweights. And he just wrecked Lesnar straight away. And then Lesnar fought this guy. And the thing is, Cain Velasquez was way smaller than Lesnar. Like, Lesnar probably had a 40-pound weight advantage over him, and Cain still absolutely wrecked him. Then he fought this guy called Alistair Overeem, and Alistair Overeem was on TRT or steroids or whatever, and he was just massive. And Lesnar had an operation on his stomach, and Overeem kicked him in the stomach, and then Lesnar was finished. Fast forward years later, Lesnar fought this guy called Mark Hunt, and yeah, he just wrecked him, but Lesnar was done for steroids. To be honest, you can tell Lesnar's on roids by looking at him. He's just massive. And then he went into the USADA testing pool, which is an athletic commission, and his size totally changed. He had a big belly and his arms were more scrawny. Well, not scrawny, but he didn't look anywhere near as big as he did before. And obviously now he's retired UFC. So yeah, he really is good when you think about it. Considering he had no proper MMA training until he was like 28, he was, you know, people say if he had been trained straight away, like straight out of high school or straight out of college, he'd be like one of the best. And it's hard to argue, but he's just a cheater. He's just on steroids, isn't he? So that's no good, to be honest. But yeah, he's definitely one of the better people. You know, obviously he's in WWE now, and he's gone back to it. I don't know what he's doing, if he's just ruling the roost and they're giving him the titles and they're making him win. But yeah, whatever, you know, he's decent. So yeah, that's all I have to say about Brock Lesnar, really.